What's up, everyone? It's Gabby Trades and welcome back to the channel. Well, Monday, London Open gave us a good bounce to the upside, trading back at almost 108k Bitcoin. This is like, what, 4% away from all-time high? That's not too bad. Nasdaq is nearly 2.5% away from all-time high as well. And gold is ranging and sort of failing to find support. But is that really it? Is this it? We need to find out really fast. But before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a breakdown. Now, the news for today is that last week, basically, the US dropped another bomb. The US government did something that it hasn't done in over 20 years, you guys. It bought back 10 billion worth of its own debt. Now, think of it like someone paying off crazy part of their credit card bill because they are looking to avoid crazy interests on the credit, basically. But here's the thing. The last time that this kind of thing happened was in March 2000. I don't know how many of you remember that moment, but that was pretty much right before the dot-com bubble burst and the tech stocks crashed over 83%. That's why these news are important and they matter, right? In 2000, we had pretty much similar price action to the one we're having right now, where we had market dropped like 13% from the high, then rebounded, and then completely collapsed, right? So it's just important to keep an eye on stuff like that. It's not, said that it's going to happen 100%, but we need to watch out at what the US is doing every single day of the week. News-wise, what do we have? We have CPI coming in. I think that's on Wednesday. This is going to show us what's going on with the current inflation. Is it heating up again? What's going on? And then on Thursday, we have at the same time PPI data come in. Now that is going to tell us what are businesses paying for, materials or whatever. Of course, we have the unemployment claims. Now, this week is going to be very important because I think this is going to gauge whether we're going to see new all-time highs or not. I think this is probably the most important news data that's going to come in the next 2 weeks. Actually, I haven't looked in the week after, but we really need to keep an eye on this, okay? So the market is looking strong on the surface, but underneath, we're seeing signs of stress, right? The government, big debt levels, divergences, historical patterns, everything is lining up for a possible correction, right? We have lots of gaps that haven't been filled. So you guys, I need you to stay sharp, especially with the CPI and PPI data. We need to see the sentiment coming out this week. All right, now let's see who's in the chat real quick. We have Diamond Eyes, Dottie, Sugar Cookie, Scott, Fountain of Youth. Who else? Mark was here. I saw you guys. Say hi in the chat. Don't forget, we're a very friendly bunch. Cool. We're gonna move on to the charts right now. We're not gonna waste any more time. Okay, Mariana is here as well. Wafero, hello. Okay, cool. Screen share. Sammy share is here. Oh, Sammy share. Samir J. Okay, you guys, listen. You need to restart the chat just as per usual, so I can start seeing your comments, so we can have a chat together. So how's everyone feeling? Did any one of you catch any trades? What's it looking for you guys? I want to know. Na is here. I like the username. All right, that's a new user. I haven't seen na before. Mark is going on with the haze. So yeah, I just wanted to show you this quick historical chart data. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. So basically, it was what I was referring to about the 2000 burst, the bubble, the dot-com bubble. Not very nice. A huge drop. Obviously, after that, price has gone completely berserk. But anyway, so basically that happened in March. So do you see like this little small pullback over here? Well, that's what's pretty much referring to where the market pulled back a little bit for around 13% and then just dropped substantially. Now, hopefully we're not going to see that, but that was the last time when the US bought their own debt. So basically back then, of course, they didn't buy with the tens of billions like they did right now, but I think they bought around 3 billion At that time, well, I was a small little kid. I probably had no idea what bonds are and stuff like that. But that's what the historical data is showing us. So it's important for us to look at it, right? Really important. Also, news-wise, like I said, CPI, PPI. Okay, well, we lost now. We lost the trading view chart. Well, that's fine. We're gonna get it back real fast here, and we're gonna go back to Bitcoin. So we're gonna see what the hell is going on. All right, first let's pull up the liquidity. As usual, these are the indicators that I use every day for my charting. You guys know that very well. So pretty much, you know, as usual, I always give the daily updates on Discord. I gave one this morning on what I feel the market is doing. You know, some of my traders are like, oh my God, I'm going short. Around here, around the 0.5, which usually would make sense, but not in a scenario like this where you're finding yourself at Monday, you know, before London session. Like it's not a good idea. So, you know, I said I don't think it's a very good idea to short right now, because we've simply had a massive V-shaped recovery. We formulated now, okay, we can say now this is the leg that it's confirmed that we're trading, because pretty much this V-shaped recovery is not giving any you know, let me put it this way, you guys. So if we were to have like this range over here, that would be completely valid, right? But the range is like, it's pretty much like a massive V-shape. So unless price pulled back nicely to the 0.5, we can't really trade that range. And also it's the weekend, so who cares, right? We need to wait for market to give us more data. So as per what I'm seeing right now, this is the current range, and I think Dodi had that range mark even on Friday, I believe, which was very correct. It was a correct marking of the range. You know, so the thing is, right now we need to wait to see how the true week open is going to play out. So as we know, we have our true week open that is marked at 6 p.m. New York time. So this is what we're interested in. We want to see how is price trading and what's sort of the sentiment. So when we kind of see, right, okay, we have the true open, so it's going to happen here 6 p.m. New York time, right? We want to see if price is going to trade above it or below it in the current sentiment, because right now the market is looking bullish, right? This should be all right. This V-shaped recovery is pretty strong. We've had a lot of confirmation, right? We created a breaker block, we broke through the breaker block. So there is, you know, the only thing that concerns me is that there needs to be a pullback, right? For me to get involved. So there is few ways that I want to play this. Ideally, you know, the first one would be if price drops back to around the 0.5 and then I take a long, but that's going to be risky because it's Monday. So I might just as well wait until Tuesday. However, there is also a possibility that price could pull back a little bit deeper. That would be even better for me, but I don't know if we're going to get that opportunity. Right. So regardless of what happens, you know, as per our trading strategy and everything, what are we going to do? Well, of course, I'm going to be looking for sells around the 0.786. Not to mention we have a sell zone. You know, I'm pretty sure on the 4-hour time frame, we also have a fair value gap over here. Yeah, just aligning with the 0.786. You know, daily resistance up here. So it's going to be a good opportunity for me to enter some shorts and just hope for, you know, first take profit at 0.5 and hope to take more longs from here. Like that would be the ideal case scenario, right? But if price starts pulling back right now, I want to see how it opens at exactly, you know, 6 p.m. New York time today to adjust a little bit my bias on how price is trading. Because if we have the same, we can use last week as the same example, right? Where did we have Monday last week? So that's Friday, Saturday. Wait, we're on a 1-hour time frame. On a 1-hour time frame, I'm pretty sure we had Monday open was right here with this candle. So, you know, we had a bearish bias, right? So this was the true open last week. We had a bearish bias. When you're in bearish bias, and I said that to you live last week, right? When you have a bearish bias and you're trading above true week open, that's bearish, right? So we did say that. Hopefully that saved a lot of you guys. Also rejection from the 0.5. Well, at that point, that was not exactly the range that we were trading, but kind of, because then we had the low over here. And we knew that we have this liquidity down here. We had this liquidity down here. So, you know, these moves for us were something that, you know, we were pretty much expecting last week. So the V-shaped recovery is really nice to see. Yes, Dottie, absolutely. This morning we had, you know, I think, what member was that of our Discord community that said that she was about to quit crypto, but she stayed in crypto because of dodgy signals. And he's one of our pro traders on my Discord server. So if you guys want to catch his calls, very simple, just join Discord. You can find the link in the description box. You can find the link in the chat box because Sugar Cookie's been posting it. And that's where you're gonna get his calls. Not only him, also Rockfish, who's a, you know, high frequency crypto trader as well. So this is where we're finding ourselves with Bitcoin right now. That's the range that we're trading. Am I looking forward to new all-time high? I am, big time, but of course, you know, this is Monday, this is the 0.5, this is now the resistance that turned into support. I want to see it retested and I'll be more confident in participating, right? Yes. All right, cool. Let's talk about Ethereum real quick. So this is the thing about Ethereum. Last week, you know, before on Friday, I gave these two scenarios, right? I said, we have the leg now, the leg is confirmed. So are we going to see rejection from the 0.5 and then trading below that? Or are we going to see acceptance of the 0.5 retest and then continuation higher? Now, this is still yet to be seen, right? Because this morning when I opened the charts, it was pretty clear that we're rejecting from the 0.5, but of course it's Monday, so you know, you never know what's going to happen. And then London opens and of course you know, tries to incentivize people to be more bullish, and right now we're really trying to reject from the 0.5, so I'm watching closely to see what's that, you know, going to mean for us, right? Of course we have resistance at the 0.236. This is a no-brainer. Even without the indicators, we can draw our fib and find that out pretty fast. So I'm expecting some sort of rejection from here, retest either to the high time frame 0.5 at 2,560 or 2,530. I think that will be nice as well. But overall, you know, ETH BTC is really weak, and it seems like if Bitcoin starts to go up, it's going to steal the show completely. We want to see that, of course, but you know, most probably that's what's going to happen. Solana, pretty much a similar story to ETH, right? Trading in a bearish leg, again, continuation. We were expecting continuation from the 0.5 rejection on the lower time frame. We're breaking through it, and now we're rejecting from a higher time frame 0.5 as well. So I just want to see this, like, kind of like, I want to see that broken with strength, and then I'll make decision whether I want to sell at around the 0.786 or wait for price to reach the daily support / resistance on Solana to look for a pullback. So this is pretty much where we're at. I don't like trading on Monday for, you know, many reasons. Because price needs to settle down. We need to see what the manipulation move is. We need to see how the week opens, etc. Yes, you guys like the video. If you haven't, I'm like, literally, I have no voice right now, but I'm still here with you guys. That's the thing, when you get invited around on like different brunches around here, music is so loud, and then in order for you to communicate with your friends, you have to scream, so then you lose your voice. That's what happens to me. Traditional markets real quick, let's have a look. All right, so here is where we're looking at Nasdaq right now. Nasdaq is a pretty clean trade in my opinion. So basically this is the bullish leg that we're trading, rejecting from the 0.5. We know that this leg is now going to come higher. And on the 4-hour time frame, I'm pretty sure that the sweep signals gave us a higher signal this morning as well. Yes. So, oops, just drawing unnecessarily, still drawing unnecessarily. So yeah, when I opened the charts this morning, it was a clear buy for Nasdaq. The current target with our indicators is 21,880. So no brainer for me, right? Of course, trading above Asia high right now, Asia low down here. Lots of gaps to fill on Nasdaq, pretty close to all-time high. So I do want to see all-time high. However, I want to take a sell, by the way, up here from this point. Once we exit this range, I want to see price retrace to the 0.5. I do want to see that. So I'm going to take a sell over there. I don't know if it's going to tag me today, hopefully tomorrow. Recovery from what? How do you know if the support level will be broken? Well, it all really depends on the price action as it is right now. First of all, you need to find out where are you located in the price leg, right? Where are you located in the price leg? Where is a good example for that? Let's have a look. Do we have gold here? Do we have any support resistance on gold? Do we have any support? So gold, for example, right? Gold, for example, is really bullish. So, you know, when you learn the patterns using the indicators, you know that a low like this on a 12-hour time frame is a pretty strong support. Now, where are you going to put your stop loss down here to take that long on a higher time frame, right? For, let's say, a swing trade or whatever. Well, you need to be very careful and watch out, use the rest of the indicators for that, and find out where you're trading, right? Well, if I open my indicators, it just shows me everything immediately, right? You have a sell zone right here. So this is like, this used to be a sell zone, right? So that used to be an order block, right? A sell order block down here before the move to the downside. So if you mark that, and now price has traded through it quite clean. This is a very clean reaction, right? So when you see that, you know that now this is a buy breaker block. Now you're looking at a buy breaker block. So when you have a buy breaker block down here, it's all like just stacking the confluences pretty much, right? So you have the buy breaker block here. You know that the price is trading. Where's my drawing tool? You know that gold is bullish, right? Gold is just, we're gonna see gold at 7K. Like, in my opinion, it's just non-negotiable, right? So pretty much you want to see that formation down up here, right? The triangular formation. You want to see the support down here. You want to see the time frame. What time frame are you on? Okay, 12-hour time frame. So you know that this zone is going to hold. So the good thing about the indicators is that you can see the breaker block, and then you know that these breaker blocks or sell zones, they work really well with fair value gaps, right? So as you can see here, you have a clean tap in the 12-hour bullish fair value gap within a breaker block. Well, that's a clean buy. Simple as that. So that's how you kind of know that these areas are going to hold. You just need to stack your confluences on top of each other. All right, let's get rid of the indicators so we're not having this really busy chart. All right, so back on gold for our time frame. I think this is the latest range that we're trading. So again, we know the rules, right? As soon as we know that we're in a bullish leg, that's a bullish leg. Retrace to the 0.236, that's a buy. That's a buy for us. Now we want to understand whether gold is going to reject from the 0.5 for us to take further sells to look for sub 3,295, or is it going to continue to the upside, right? In the best case scenario, it's going to come to the 0.5, start ranging, and now we know that we're going to head higher. So this is pretty much how I'm looking at all this. It's not that complicated, right? I think, you know, I was talking to my friends that are hedge funds manager, and they were like, the best advice you can give to your members is to stay positive in the markets. Like, positivity is what's going to bring you to the next level. Because honestly, like all these news that we're getting, right, they're very, very scary, and they're always trying to create fear in us, right? Especially in near all-time high momentum, they're always trying to create fear in us, whereas we can clearly see that the big institutions are accumulating ETH. Why are the big institutions accumulating ETH? My question to you guys, can anyone in the chat box answer right now? I've said it to you in the past 5 streams. What's the plan for altcoins in the next 3 months? Why are they accumulating ETH? Because they know that the next phase of this bull market is going to kick off in July, right? So we're expecting for the alt season to come in July. So that'll be July, August, September, October. That's it. And then after that, we're looking for potentially Bitcoin to give us its last high, from where we're looking to enter into a bear market coming into 2026, right? And not only that, it could be a bear market for everything, right? It could be so bad that, you know, the housing market could crash or whatever, right? Like not crash so bad, but at least like, I don't know, 25, I'm gonna sneeze. I don't want to sneeze on stream. Okay. Yes, I did it. I'm not gonna sneeze. Can be a black swan too. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there is so many different things that could happen. They're laying out so many possible different scenarios of what could happen. It's actually insane, right? You have Iran going on, you have Russia going on, right? You have even gold can actually crash. I pretty much think that gold really needs a pullback as well, right? And in that pullback, I'm looking to about the region of 2,200 for gold. I think that would be ideal for me. And of course, with the help of my indicators, I can see where these zones are. So, you know, it's going to be very, very, very interesting, you guys. Let's look at Bitcoin dominance as well and get rid of the sweep signal indicator. First stop gold 3K. So Bitcoin dominance is just hovering. It's just coming back to our level, right? So we know that on a higher time frame, this is the sell level. Again, let's bring it up for everyone that's new on the channel. If you guys are new, please hit the like button and join Discord and say hi in the chat box, because I don't see you chatting in the chat box. And everyone is really friendly. Cool. So we know that this is kind of like the range that we're in for Bitcoin dominance. We know that we sell from the 0.786. So that's exactly what we got to the T. It was pretty cool to see, right? It was pretty cool to see. And now we're having this, you know, again, sort of like a V-shaped recovery, but a little bit weaker V-shaped recovery. So when you get a V-shaped recovery that's weaker, 25 likes, come on you guys. Yes, you can pump the likes, come on, it really helps the algo. Anyway, so you know, the difference with this V-shaped recovery and the V-shaped recovery that we're seeing today on Bitcoin is that this is a weak sort of V-shaped recovery, right? This is weak, and it's leaving what? It's leaving liquidity. So you know, and on top of everything, we have even more liquidity for Bitcoin dominance. So essentially, you do want to see it. You do want to see a drop, right? So this level is very strong, and it might hold. This is what I want to see, right? We're trading at what now? 64%. So our major zone is at exactly 65.4%. So are we going to come back, retest that zone, and then start dropping again? Absolutely possible. And if that doesn't happen, right, if we break from that zone up here, you guys, now we're looking for a little bit higher, and we know where these zones are, right over here. So now we're looking into 70% Bitcoin dominance, right? Bitcoin could steal the entire show one more time. This is highly likely it could happen. But again, we have to retest the 0.786 and make our plans from here, right? you know, first time it did us really well, right? It did us really well. This tap into our zone, into our 0.786 was pretty much the perfect entry for all altcoins, right? So yeah, and retracing right now, so it is what it is. Udri. Oh, love it, you guys. I'm so happy to see you. It's Monday. When it's weekend and like Friday, obviously I'm not streaming. I genuinely miss doing the live streams with you guys. I think it's so much fun. All right, cool. So let's have a look a little bit what's happening now with the market open. Okay, price is holding pretty strongly actually. You know, we had this sort of retrace over here from a 1 hour bearish fair value gap. Let's see if it's on the 4 hour as well. No, actually yes, funnily enough. Okay, cool. So the important thing about this that we observe usually, right, that I didn't pay attention to, is when you have the fair value gap, right, you have the fair value gap right here, you want to zoom in, right? You want to zoom in and you want to see whether price has traded above the fair value gap and had a body close on a 4 hour time frame. Hell yeah, it did. What does that mean, you guys? Well, that means very simple. That means that now this high is going to be the target. This little high, you know, the candle that created the fair value gap or partially created the fair value gap, now the high is going to be a target. All right, cool stuff. So now we're looking into 108,722. We're getting closer to our sell zone. Okay, awesome. And again, repeating, this sell zone is only, in my opinion, going to be a pullback, but it's also a huge opportunity to enter in some sells just in case, right? Tesla pulls back. All right. So yeah, Tesla did Tesla was crazy last week. Obviously, you know, Elon and Trump broke up, which is very sad. They were an amazing couple. I love to see that. Tesla, but I always found them kind of awkward together. Did you guys find Elon and Trump relationship a little bit awkward? Like I thought that like Elon's child X was a little bit rude or something, and then Trump was just like giving him a look and like, oh, why are you so weird? But anyways, all right, cool. Well, we're here rejecting here from a 12 hour like most relationships, that it says. Oh my god, that's so funny. All right, so yeah, all right, cool. 12 hour bullish fair value gap, buy zone down here again, very clean on Tesla. You know, this little thing here on the 12 hour time frame, pretty nice and clean. Again, like I said, using the indicators, you guys, you have a fair value gap, you have a, you know, a buy zone, order block, breaker block. It's so easy. Like that. I'm sorry for anyone that wants to overcomplicate it. Yes, we can overcomplicate it. We can start pulling bearish sharks or whatever. Yes, we have a big bearish shark that's formulating on Bitcoin right now. But again, I'm bullish. So what are we gonna do? I don't know. Oh, that is so funny. QQQ has been doing well. You know, there's a lot of people that are trading only the QQQ against the NASDAQ, which is a 3x. So you're basically getting 3x returns if you're trading this security over here. Silver is on one. Honestly, silver is trading at $36. Silver is going to go crazy. Probably silver is going to go to like $150 or something. It just doesn't care, right? Leaves liquidity and just sends it. Absolutely sends it. Did I hear bearish shark forming on BTC? Yes, these are the harmonic patterns. The harmonic patterns forming on Bitcoin. So what else should we look at? What didn't we look at today? You guys, let me know if there's anything you want me to cover while you're here. And by the way, also a quick announcement, we have our winners from the trading competition on the Gabby Trades trading Discord, which is super amazing. I'm just waiting to see actually the results from from the people that are looking at whatever you guys traded during the trading period, which was 3 months. I think everyone's done really well, and we're gonna have 2 winners at the end of it, and the winner is gonna get $250 that are coming straight out of my pocket for you guys, because I want to incentivize you for that. And I think it was really cool. A lot of you said that it helped you guys a lot to keep yourselves accountable and to like look for a goal to trade. So yeah, this is it. We're gonna have one person of our small group winning $250 and one person that's gonna win $50. I think though is a bit unfair that one's winning $250 and 150. I just didn't want to give out more than $300, but we can talk it out on Discord. Like if you guys want to share the reward or something, I'm totally open. I don't care. We can do whatever you guys want. All right, coolio. So let's see how we're trading right now. We're gonna like get a bit clean right now here to see what's happening. Yeah, this is pretty much bullish. So I'm waiting to see higher prices now on Bitcoin. Like I said, we're looking to trade above the 4-hour candle up here. So that is giving us a current target of 108,738. The sweep signals have not confirmed a target yet, but it seems like it's going to be a bullish target. If this candle turns bullish right now, that would pretty much mean that the target is going to come a little bit higher, right? A little bit higher. Do you see this little small fractal candle? Well, that is going to be now the other target. Oh, funnily enough, we have a lot of stack liquidity over here as well, relatively equal highs on Bitcoin on a 4-hour time frame, so that could be targeted as well. So we're pretty much looking good. Like we might get into the 109k zones if we're lucky today, if we're very, very lucky. But again, you want to watch 6 p.m. US time. This is the true Monday open, right? You guys know that. Anyways, we're gonna cover all these things in the course that I will create for you guys, which is I'm going to do it slowly, because now I'm also going to do live streams on another channel that you're gonna recognize, and we're gonna do 2 live streams per week over there, just to warn you guys. And we're gonna do 2 live streams on my channel. We're gonna start like that, just for me to like see how the systems work and everything. And then if everything operates in a nice smooth way, what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep our 4-hour streams a week here, and then we're also gonna have 2 extra streams during the week on this other channel. But I'll announce that soon for you guys. It's gonna be really, really cool. We're gonna have just extra stuff, extra offers over there, and you guys should come and support me on my first stream over there. I'm gonna let you know in I'm gonna let you know on Discord. You guys come and because a lot of the people, because I'm gonna go on like this new channel, right? They have like their established audience or whatever. So in me coming in as a girl, they have like 2 guy traders, so it's just gonna be like, hey, who is she? She's blonde, she must be super dumb. And then also, yeah, on top of everything, I'm a girl. Like, I don't know, it's just, are we gonna have some preconceptions? You guys have to come and support me. Okay, Samir J got distracted by his little son. That's so funny. You guys, well, I think that's it. We pretty much like don't have anything else to discuss. We're waiting for around 109,000 level, and I want to see what price does around our sell zone over here. Everyone on point with that? We're on point with that, right? Because let's not forget, this is a bearish leg. Okay, this is a bearish leg. Very strong recovery, I do understand that, but as per my rules, I need to be selling from over here. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, right? Yeah, we're gonna announce which channel, Samir J. Don't worry, you're not going to miss it. Yes, 110k, we have big liquidations. Yes, so that's the thing, I don't even watch the heat maps. Sometimes I do, but me personally, I don't need to watch the heat maps to find out where the liquidations are, because my indicators are helping me see that pretty easily, right? Because you guys, honestly, just think of it with your straight mind, right? Where are going to be the stop losses, right? Well, the stop losses are going to be above highs that are very simple to spot, right? So obviously you're gonna have liquidations here, obviously you're gonna have liquidations around here, obviously you're gonna have liquidations around above this high as well. So right, 112k, there will be some liquidations all over there. What is the BTC sell zone level? Can't see the numbers well, they're a bit blurry for me. So all right, cool. So basically the sell zone pretty much starts over here. So the sell zone starts at around 108,588, but this is just the start of the sell zone, and then it ends at around 110,416. Now this is just a zone, right? So that means the zone could be wicked pretty deep if it wanted to, or whatever. 8 billion is very attractive for the market maker, absolutely 100%. Yeah, and according to our rules, currently we need to, it seems like if the current 4-hour candle closes bullish, it seems like we're gonna go for the levels that are around 108,868. Right, repeat, 108,868.6, and then we have a lot of stacked highs over here that could also be our target. So I won't be surprised if we go as deep as 109,000. And of course we have our fair value gap over here that ends at around 109,500 and starts at around 109,241, and then we have the daily resistance at $110,000 approximately, 110,005 to the T. So this is pretty much the levels that you want to be watching, okay? And you know, ideally you want to be watching 109,460 because that's the 0.786, and those are our golden rules, right? This is what we look for usually. And when I was telling you earlier about the V-shaped recovery over here and why it turned out to be a really strong V-shaped recovery, well, again, we're turning into the same thing that we spoke about in gold, right? Remember you guys? What do we have here? Now we have a buy breaker block over here. So we had a sell zone that was vastly traded through, and now this turned into a buy breaker block. So this is what I want to see, right? I want to see price retrace. I want to see price retrace, and I want to sell, and I want to start looking for buys from around 106, 100. So now that we're all on the same page and we've done our analysis for Monday, we can chill. Like I said, you guys, the most important thing is for us to find out what is happening at 6 p.m. on Monday, right? This is what we always look for. We want to see how market opens. Well, market is open, but you want to see the true Monday open at 6 p.m. All right, cool stuff. So we're going to watch for that. And from then we want to see if price trades above or below. Don't forget, we're trading in a bearish leg. So if we have the same situation as last week and we start trading above, it's bearish. All right. Doesn't mean it's going to be for long, but probably for the most part of the week. Right. And then we have CPI, PPI, which could change everything. So of course, we'll be watching out, but we know our levels and we shall be prepared. Cool. Well, thank you so much for being here, you guys. You are the absolute best. I'm going to push for those results so we can go and distribute our reward for our trading participants. I think yeah, I'm really excited to do that. I'm really excited to give away to my community because I love them so much and I want to give as much as possible back to my community. They are the best. You guys, if you haven't joined Discord, go ahead and join just for the reasons that I highlighted above just now because everyone is pretty amazing and we have great traders over there. Great stuff, you guys. By the way, I went to the gym today for everyone that cares about me. I like to think that you guys care about me because I care about you. Can we care about each other, please? So yeah, I went to the gym today. It was really good. I went yesterday as well. Like I'm really trying to like keep up, because I'm not moving much, am I? So that needs to change, because I started getting pains like in different parts of my body that I've never experienced before, and I'm like, this is bad, you know? Like the other day my leg was numb and I'm like, what is happening to me? I was like, yo, this is just not good. All right, and we hope Sugar Cookie gets well because she has a little cold. So anyone, please send her very good vibes, and maybe she can drink some vitamin C, I don't know, to get better. Blood flow is the most important. That's the thing, Rafero. My blood flow is really bad. In fact, I do have like a very restricted, like my hands and my feet are always freezing. It doesn't matter. Outside could be like 50 degrees, you know, Celsius. My hands would be freezing, and people are like, what is going on? I'm like, I don't know. Cannot tell you. Yes, blood flow is very important, so I'm trying to maintain that. All right, love you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow, right? Everyone's on point for tomorrow. Cool, and I'll see you on Discord, of course. Ciao, you guys.